Everybody, it's Devel. I'm a student at JTech, and today we'll be doing a video on removal, operation, and installation of a clock spring on a 2006 Chrysler Pacifica. Okay, as we examine this diagram that explains the operation of the actual horn circuit, you can see here when the horn switch is depressed, it causes a ground to propagate through the system and through this clock spring, which acts as a conductor to allow this ground signal to propagate through this coil in the relay, which causes the horn relay switch to be closed, which then facilitates the operation of these two speakers, which causes the horn to produce a sound. Okay, here we see in this diagram the symbol for horn switch here. We have the actual fuse here. It's a 25 amp fuse, number 28. And the horn relay, which is also shown in the horn diagram. The green color in this diagram denotes the ground path. You can see the pin numbers here, C4 and 1, C1 and 1, C4 and 2. The wire colors on the ground path are dark green and violet, and here you see too, dark green and violet. And down here, black and orange on the ground path. And we'll be looking at all the information later on in the video, the pin locations, and the wire colors will be pointed out more clearly. Okay, on the car here, you can see the horn relay, which is number 43. It's located here. And then you have the horn fuse, which is number 28, which is going to be here, your 25 amp fuse. And here's the location of the actual horn speaker here, on the front right part of the car. Also, the horn switch itself is in the steering wheel. We'll come back to this after we take this apart. To deactivate the driver's side airbag, you would just disconnect the battery cable, the negative battery cable, and set it aside for about 3 minutes. Okay, the battery is disconnected, and if you were going to uninstall the airbag, you have 2 bolts here, 1 bolt here, and 1 accompanying bolt on the other side. Up, so if it were to go off, it won't cause any injury. There'll be nothing above it. It won't fly up into the air or anything. Finally, we can see how the horn ground path is created. You can see here, it's your red ground wire. And once you press the horn, and this part here comes into contact with this metal part, it creates a ground path. Move the steering wheel, you would use a socket and loosen this bolt here. It's already been loosened a little bit, so it's already hand tight. Go ahead and remove this. Bolt comes out, and then this plate comes out, and then you remove the steering wheel. And there's your actual clock spring there. The steering wheel has been removed, and you see the clock spring here. And it should turn like the steering wheel. You have a little connection here, which spins around. This acts as a conductor for the ground that operates the horn itself. So here you have the green and purple wires that you can see here on the back side of the spring. So here, that would be C1 and 1, C4 and 2 for your dark green and violet wires. And then on the steering wheel, you also have dark green and violet wires here. And this is C4 and 1 here. Clock spring after removal of the steering wheel and airbag assembly. And all you do to remove it is there would be a screw here. And there's a tab here, and also inserts into this little pocket here. You just twist it counterclockwise, and it comes right out. And of course, the purpose of a clock spring is to allow these cables to turn with the wheel, and also acts as a conductor to complete the horn circuit to activate the horn. You have to be careful not to damage this. Okay, in order to activate the horn bypassing the clock spring, you just connect power and ground to the connectors on the horn itself. And then you would find a 12-volt source, in this case a car battery, power, and ground. Connect the ground and then get horn activation. Okay, and after you're done, you reconnect all your connections inside on the steering wheel. And then, of course, in the engine bay, you make sure your relays and your fuses are reinstalled. This one will be reinstalled, your relay. And then you reconnect your battery cables. And make sure you don't have any tools or anything, and button it back up and you're done.